welcome to Unspoken History. Um, my name is Keisha. Thank you for joining me today. So I got cut off on the last video, and I didn't get to really talk about Nimrod and his wife and how the whole worship of the mother goddess started. It started with the tower. The king of the original Babylon, which is the Tower of Babel, Babylon. That king was Nimrod, and so Nimrod and Semiramis were um, mother and son. So, yeah, as we're going to see, apparently, like one of the myths is that he married his mother and then they had the baby, and that baby became Tammuz, whom everybody worships still to this day. Nimrod is described in the Bible as a mighty hunter and a powerful king, specifically mentioned in Genesis 10, verse 8 through 12. Genesis 10, verse 8 through 12. He's often credited with establishing several cities, including Babylon and also Nineveh and several other cities. He's considered a significant figure in the post-flood narrative. His character has been interpreted in various ways, with some traditions suggesting he was a rebellious figure against God, leading to the construction of the Tower of Babel. Now, the Bible does say that Nimrod became or began to be a mighty one in the earth. I'm still trying to figure out how he went from being, but anyway, he was a Canaanite or of the he wasn't a Canaanite, I'm sorry. He was of the children of Ham. He was a Cushite. And so I think there were a lot of Ham's descendants that um, went into relations with the fallen. So I don't know how he became, if he wasn't born that way, if there was a process to which they could make him a mighty one. But anyway, um, it says that with some traditions suggesting he was a rebellious figure against God, leading to the construction of the Tower of Babel. Okay, and who is Semiramis? Semiramis, whose name is Sumerian, is Sumer Amat, is often depicted as a legendary queen of Assyria and Babylon. She is credited with numerous military exploits and monumental construction projects, including the city of Babylon and possibly the Hanging Gardens. Her reign is shrouded in myth, with various accounts describing her as a beautiful and powerful ruler. The relationship between, hold on a second. The relationship between Nimrod and Semiramis. According to historical and mythological accounts, Semiramis is identified by God. Some traditions even suggest that she was both his wife and mother, a claim that has led to various interpretations of their relationship after Nimrod's death. Same with Isis and Osiris, right? So apparently Osiris was dismembered and spread all across Egypt, and then she put them back together and had a baby by him. Well, same thing. Well, that, I don't know which one came first. Well, I think it was Egypt. I don't know. Because, like I said, timelines are messed up, dates are messed up. There was one of the articles that said that Egypt was first. Okay, so that might be true. Either way it go, this practice is old, very, very old. Some traditions even suggest that she was both his wife and mother, a claim that has led to various interpretations of their relationship after Nimrod's death. Semiramis allegedly declared him a god. Excuse me, I read that wrong. Interpretations of their relationship. After Nimrod's death, Semiramis allegedly declared him a god, claiming that he had been resurrected and that and that their son Tammuz was a divine incarnation of Nimrod. This narrative has contributed to the development of mother-son cults in various ancient religions where Semiramis and Tammuz are worshipped together. The mother-son, the mother with the baby on the breast. God didn't say anything about making no statue of Mary and no statue of Jesus for us to look at and call the mother of God and the baby whatever. That was already a part of a paganistic practice before Christianity was developed. So when they anyway, we'll get into that. The stories of Nimrod and Semiramis have had a lasting impact on various cultures and religions. Semiramis is often associated with the worship of fertility and the divine feminine, linked to goddesses such as Ishtar or Ashtarte. The cult of Tammuz, which symbolizes rebirth and resurrection, further intertwines their legacy with ancient pagan practices. Mm, mm, mm. So over here, the origins of sun worship, Trinity, Babylon, and sun worship. Right here on this second paragraph, the beginning of Nimrod's evil plan had its origin at Babel, which was later known as Babylon. This city of Babylon, with a tower whose top may reach unto heaven, was built by Nimrod. They called the tower Babel, the gate to heaven. But God called it what it was, Babel, confusion. For their God confused the language of the people who forced them to scatter. This heaven defying group of people wanted one government to rule the whole and one religion to sway the hearts of mankind. Same thing that's the plan has always been the same. This was Satan's attempt to defy God and his authority, and the ringleader of his scheme was his scheme was Nimrod. But God came down and stopped this worldwide rebellion in Babel. But that worldwide rebellion will happen again. Okay, so Nimrod had a plan to will together and strengthen this evil religious system, and so he married his own mother, who was Semiramis. She was the first deified queen of Babylon, and Nimrod was the first deified king. Semiramis was as wicked as her son Nimrod, and as much sold out to Satan and the devil worship as did he. Incest was used here as a basis to unite these newly false religious systems. Nimrod and his mother wife would be greatly used by Satan in the following centuries to send countless millions and even billions of souls to the hell. Satan's plan was to develop a counterfeit opposite system of religion to attract worship away from the true God of heaven. And that's exactly the way it seems to look on the outside, but only God knows people's hearts. And everybody's not serving this, whatever this is. Okay? But there are many tricks. And um, we've been tricked into believing that what we received from the Catholic Church is the original thing that the disciples received from Jesus, and it's not. So when I said in the other video that these things are all the same, sun worship, the castration ritual, this is all the worship of these gods, Baal, Ashtar, whatever, all their names are. Their names change with the civilization and the culture, but they're still the same, and they require blood. You either sacrificing your children or you cutting yourself. And that's what they required. You can read about the kings of Israel and how they would sacrifice their children, their own children, pass them through the fire. And I'm sure if other people worship these gods, they would bring and volunteer their children. I want my child to be the one to be the sacrifice. I'll receive the blessing. Okay. Well, not I. So anyway, that was all I wanted to add to the other video that I was talking about, the one about the cutting rituals and the worship of the mother goddess. So anyway, thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Have a good day.